Good morning, good evening, good night, whenever this catches your sight. Of course, we are the Average Joe Podcast coming back again. Another week. We still consistently dropping our episodes. Make sure you're viewing, like, comment, subscribe, share. We definitely appreciate y'all your support. This episode 30. Now, I don't know, and I ain't gonna do all the math at this moment, but we've been doing this for quite a bit of time. So we appreciate you guys sticking in with us and supporting us. I'm King Tons. And of course we got
Deontay.
And we with another one. It's another one. Now, before we hop into it, I definitely want to just take a second. Because today I just got off work. And I've been thinking. Man, I don't really think people really grasp or appreciate the 9-to-5 workers. And what I mean by that, your teachers, your doctors, your lawyers, your cashiers, your fast food people.
Lawyers 9 to 5?
Some of them, yes. I don't know. Paralegals too. You got your delivery drivers. You got your anybody that's doing the job where it's some type of service, of course. Until I don't think they get enough appreciation, enough love, enough shout out. Cause even you ever thought about just going to the grocery store, ain't nobody there?
I'll leave with everything.
No.
Don't let nobody be there, boy. Be good for that money.
they go already catching the surveillance. But man, I just want to just shout that out and just thank you guys, cause shoot, it'll definitely be rough. But
I'd like to send the appreciation to the chefs and the cookers. I don't like to cook. I know how to cook, but that should be taking too long.
You do sometimes.
Just give me my food, goddammit. Somebody cook
it. Is it ready yet?
Let me pay for it. I don't give a damn.
But we definitely want to appreciate you guys. This is a podcast that we solely try to target those individuals that work a 9 to 5 like us. Because we are y'all are us. But we definitely want to let y'all know we appreciate you and we thank you. Now this is going to be a little pivot from what we usually do. But we got a few topics that we're just going to go over and give our opinion, give our take, give our thoughts on here. Now we're going to start with the first one. Now, this is a question posed to us and to everybody that's watching. But here, knowing when and why and where you should put your pride down is important. Now, what I mean by that is, personally, I've been doing a lot, basically. Like, I'm in a transitional period of my life, and I went from making $30 an hour to making $20 an hour, which is a decrease. So, a personal experience, I had to put my pride down and just be like, because I was on the verge of just like, nah, I ain't taking this job. This is a piece of shit. But as a man, you gotta sometimes know when, listen, I still gotta provide. I still gotta take care of my family. You gotta know when to put your pride down and just kind of not necessarily bite the bullet. Shoot, yeah, bite the bullet and handle your business instead of being egotistical and being prideful and not getting nothing accomplished. What would you say was a situation or something in your life when you knew that you needed to put your pride down, and why?
Not many.
You ain't had none?
Not that I can think of. No.
Oh, I can think of a lot. Oh, shoot.
Put my pride down? No.
Because I done had a situation and a conversation. Sometimes it's just like...
Well, just because I wouldn't say that's putting your pride down. Doing what you gotta do.
Nah, for me, the reason why I say that because when you, and this just being transparent, when you make a certain amount of money, you don't want to come down.
So the money made you prideful. You're not prideful without money?
No, I'm saying, like, how can I explain it? So when you're making a certain amount of money,
it made you feel a type of way, didn't it?
No, it's not necessarily feel the type of way. It's when you come down from making that money to another, making something that you know that you better than or have more experience in, then you gotta put your pride up, bro. Cause I could be like this.
I'm the same whether I make. I'm the same whether I make a lot of money or a little money. My pride ain't gonna change regardless.
I don't think you know what I'm saying.
Money. Well, I do. You was making this amount of money, and now you had to make this amount of money.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Have you ever made a large amount of money and then had the result and go back to a little bit of money? Mm-hmm. What's a large amount of money? Just see if it's a large amount.
Well, no, I ain't never. I'm making more money now than I did in the past.
Exactly what I'm saying.
No, I went from making. The reason I say it's not a lot of money because it's all under a certain amount, but
okay.
I done went from making what 10 to 7, from 7 to 8.
Hey, it's like,
that's what I said.
So,
nigga, 30 to 20 ain't a lot. It's $10.
That's a lot.
It's $10.
Let's think about it. Break it down mathematics. So if I work a 10-hour shift, I'm making $300 a day. Mm-hmm. So I'm making 10 hours like $20. I'm making $200. That's a lot. $100. You know that money add up.
It do, bro.
So that was a situation I was saying.
You making it seem like you went from 30 to 15.
Because good segue here. But now, if you're into these type of things, it was a situation in Apple where one of the head people salaries changed. He was making $99 million a year. Yes. And now he's making $65 million a year, which is a drop. Okay, now let me say,
nigga, if you making $1 million, be fucking happy. I don't give a damn if you making
now
$1 million and $1 or $1 million. It don't matter,
bro. I'm saying, like, if he's a man living on the salary of $99 million a year and you drop down to $65 million, I meant, he gonna have to put his pride out in certain areas because he ain't gonna be able to live the same way he was. Now,
because he was prideful in his money. Yeah,
not prideful in his money. It's a.
What part of being proud because I make this amount of money and not being proud because I make this amount of money is not connecting pride to money.
So because it's not. Now, for me, the reason why I say that I am not a situation I would have to put my pride down, or I did put my pride down, is because two things. Number one, I know I'm going to get another job that's going to pay me more, which I already have, actually. I just haven't started that one, doing my training. Now, but number two is, if I'm at a level of here and then having to come down, sometimes in my mind, what I would say is, I wouldn't even have stooped down for this one. I would just waited and like, I could have had no money at all. But I'm saying now, instead of me choosing the route for no money, let me go ahead and at least get some money until I'm getting back the money I was before. Once it's training done. So
that makes sense. I don't understand why your pride got to go down.
Though. No, it's not in a negative way. It's not in a negative
way. I know,
way.
But I'm saying why.
It's kind of like when you swallow a hard pill. Pause. That's something.
Yeah, that's.
But I'm saying in the sense of like.
I don't know. I don't view it.
Let me use a different scenario.
Pride. I just see it as doing what you got to do. I'm gonna be proud. I'm gonna be prideful in doing what I got to do as a man, regardless. Whether that's picking up trash, cleaning toilets. I'm proud no matter what because I'm me. If I make $100 an hour, or if I'm making the 21 that I make now, doesn't change the pride I have in myself.
Now, if you make $100 an hour, go to 21.
Woo! I'm not saying I'm not gonna say I wouldn't feel a way or it wouldn't affect me. It wouldn't affect my pride though. I still walk around the same. It wouldn't.
Okay, so let me expound on that and say this. Now, the reason why I say, personally for me, I would feel like it would be put my pride not down in a degrading manner. Just
I know. I'm just saying why your pride. I'm just. The point I'm speaking to is why do my pride got to be affected though?
Not necessarily you. I'm saying
in general though. Why does pride have to be affected
in that situation?
Yeah,
simply because if you go from living a certain type of way, being involved in certain type of things, being able to do certain type of things, right, and then you go and you get something that's less. You're not gonna be able to live the same type of way. You can be involved in the same type of things. You can be able to do the same type of things.
So so those things connected to the pride, I guess.
I would say in this
being
scenario,
able to live somewhere is a part of your pride.
you can have pride in your place. Yeah, I believe that. Like you can be like, dang, I worked hard to get this. So
That's called appreciation.
Not from my definition. I would say I'm proud of where I live. I'm proud of what I have. I'm proud of what I take care of. But now, in this sense, I'm not proud of having to go down. Now, I spoken to the men around me, spoken to of course, my wife, and she's like, this, that, and third. Basically saying like, you got this job here. You're gonna be in the same situation you was in, if not better, in 2-3 weeks. So don't trip. Just do this. But I'm like, man, I gotta go down. Like, basically, it made me feel like I'm going back to something that I already outgrew. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Basically, I'm taking 2 steps back. But we always hear the story of, oh, you gotta take 2 steps back to go 10 steps forward. And it doesn't feel good when you actually in it. Even though you know the outcome's gonna be where it's gonna be, it's like, damn, I gotta put my pride away and accept where I'm at the moment.
I think you're talking about ego.
No, not.
Because this is not adding up to pride at all.
For me, it is.
I don't think you know the definition of pride.
I do.
Look up the definition.
Being proud.
Let's look up the definition of pride.
I don't know the definition. Now, ego is a different thing. Ego, I feel like my ego would be like, I wouldn't do this. Because my ego would be so big and I'm this and I'm that.
A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements. The achievement of those with whom one is closely associated, or from qualities or possessions that are widely admired.
Thank you.
The team was bursting with pride after recording a sensational victory.
Thank you.
It's still bad.
Y'all let us know what y'all think. Have you been in or even if you have been in a situation where you had to maybe dial down your pride or swallow that hard pill, pause, for your circumstance or whatever you've been in, and let us know how it turned out. Because shoot, we always hear the finished product, but when you're in the midst of it, you're in the midst of it.
Yeah.
It is wild. Now, go ahead, you can, you do a second.
Is compromising showing weakness? Well, do y'all think compromising would be a sign of weakness? For me personally, it depends on the situation.
Yeah,
it depends on the situation. I don't.
Because if we in jail and you tell me, give me your cornbread, we can come. No, that's a sign of weakness. There ain't no compromise in no type of situation. You got to fight for your rights.
It depends on what you're compromising on, though, I guess.
I can agree with that. Like,
I don't know.
It could be 50-50, I would say. It depends on the situation and circumstance. Like, who are you compromising with? Why are you compromising with them?
Yeah, I would need I guess I would need like a scenario or something to really decide if it's a weakness or not. Because in general, compromising isn't. Compromising would be showing more strength than not compromising. It's easier to attack somebody than it is to compromise. Use your words.
And it will be a situation where both ends or both parties will be coming to an agreement. Yeah. Now, I would say where I could view it as a weakness is if somebody is imposing their will on you because they have more power than you and forcing you to compromise. At that point,
I think that'd be.
I don't force on people to compromise on some things.
I don't think me personally I can be forced to compromise.
Not you personally, but I'm saying like I have. That's why I said what I said, because I've experienced those where it can be a weakness because it's not their thought to compromise. It's me imposing my will on them. If that makes sense.
How you know they just don't want you to shut up?
Nah.
I'd have been in that situation before,
even where it's like I'm selling something.
Well, I'm not compromising. I get the victory by you shutting up. So I'm gonna just let you have it so you can shut up. Like the person on the other side might think they forced me to compromise, but at the same time, I'm just tired. Like I don't want to do this shit anymore. All right, you got it.
It kind of is a little bit, don't they? But what I'm saying, and because ultimately they got what they want.
But they didn't get it the way they wanted it, though.
But as long as they got what they wanted, and basically you didn't get anything, you retreated.
Oh no, I got what I wanted. I wanted them to shut up, so I got them to shut up. That's what I'm saying. How do you know if you force someone to compromise?
Okay, I'm gonna explain to you my situation. Yeah. Like, of course, I sold things, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm selling something and the first thing out your mouth is I'm not buying nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm forcing my will on you at this point when you're purchasing this.
Yeah.
You done bought this now. I done forced my will on you to get it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a situation where you wanted to compromise, but you did. You get it?
Yeah, I get that. So I just never been in that situation before. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Maybe not you, but okay. Good example. Mm-hmm. When you bought your car, right? Mm-hmm. Did you want to buy insurance for it? Realistically.
Yeah.
Hell no, ain't nobody want to buy no insurance.
I mean, it is what technically
they force you to get it because you financed the car.
No, you forced to get it because you can't drive on the road without it.
You can. You can drive illegally. That's true, is it not?
I don't want to drive. That's the
you
point.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Is so the state is kind of so it's where you can do it, but they're forcing you to do it because if you don't do it, it comes with consequences. So at that point.
But that's not a compromise though, because we both didn't come.
They're imposing their will upon you. That's a different scenario. But of the scenario,
but what do that got to do with compromising though? Like coming to an agreement.
Are you talking about as far as like the?
As far as me getting insurance.
Because I would say, for that particular example, nobody typically wants to buy insurance. Think about it. It's something that you're purchasing that you don't know if you're ever going to use. So I'm sending money and dollars away for something I may not use.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day. At that point, the compromise will be, I need the insurance to operate my vehicle, but in reality, you don't. You could actually drive it legally. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to come with consequence, but you don't. And then, unfortunately, I've been in those situations where I imposed my will on somebody that did not want to buy it to get it. And I forced them to come to a compromise.
I think that's a flawed example. I think a better example would be.
Do tell.
A better example would be. Put it to you like this.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a way that would make sense. All right.
I have another one, but it was a little raunchy.
Go ahead. That'll give me a chance
to. I won't before I say this one because it's gonna sound a little wild. This is a hypothetical situation. This is nothing neither of us have ever done. You know when you're talking to a girl and then they say they don't want no sex.
Coercion.
But you impose your will on them to come to a compromise. Like either we're gonna do this or I'm not gonna.
I don't know if I'm saying the word right, but that you coerced them.
Coercing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't a compromise.
But that's you make them coming to a decision.
But that's not a compromise though. That's what I'm saying. These scenarios aren't a compromise. Would be you want to do. All right, President. You want to do one topic on the podcast, and I want to do another. You don't want to do the one that I want to do, and I don't want to do the one that you want to do. Imposing, how do I put this? A compromise, the compromise would be...
We do each other's.
No, we come together and we come up with a topic that either incorporates both or neither at all. That's a compromise. Well, we both got to come to an agreement on something. The insurance really ain't a compromise because I don't really have a choice living in this country.
You do. You know the choice.
Do you want to go to jail?
Hey.
Then you don't really have a choice.
People don't want to
That's not really a compromise. A compromise would be if the state or the country or whatever and me came together and was like, I don't want to get insurance, and they was like, well, you got to get insurance, and then we came to a different agreement. That's a compromise.
I don't know. I agree or disagree at the same time.
How do you disagree?
Because you have an option to not do it. You just got to deal with the consequence.
I mean, you got an option to not do anything. That's why I say that don't really.
Not necessarily.
Don't
now,
you do?
Now,
you got an option not to eat. What's the consequence? You gonna die. You got an option not to drink water. What's the consequence? You gonna die.
Personally, I've never. The reason why I said
you got an option to not do any and everything in the world. You ain't got to pay taxes. Consequence: IRS coming for that ass. Yeah, you don't really have to do it. That's why I say that.
I don't know about that.
That's not a solid argument.
And I feel
no,
like,
you don't. You don't have to.
Hold on.
The consequence is your ass gonna suffocate and die.
But my body will not allow me not to breathe.
Oh yes, you not hear the people suffocating themselves?
Yeah, because I don't know what they body doing. They
took the option not to breathe. That's what I'm saying. You can't say you got the option not to do it. You got the option not to do anything. That's not a compromise.
Some things I feel like personally that no, I don't got an option to do it or not.
Yeah,
it's gonna get done.
Yeah,
breathing for me. It's not where I can just
hold
that breath and then my body's gonna
hold
breathe.
it. That's because you want it. You had the option to.
No.
You took it. Yeah, you don't have to. I'm just using the same. The same argument. The same thing you said to me. I'm saying to you. You don't have to.
No.
It's gonna come with consequences. That's what you said to my argument.
I gotta do it.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't. Hold it. Hold it until that consequence comes. There you go.
I ain't gonna know. I'll be
exactly. That's it. You got the only thing I don't think. That's why I said depend on what you can't. So like, in the terms of a war, say one country. Oh shit, the Ukraine. Say one country got some land, and the other country want to come take your land. Compromising with them for them to come take your land would be weakness. But coming to a compromise for be like, hey, y'all can have this shit in the middle. You ain't coming to take my shit. That's a successful or healthy compromise.
I can get that.
You get what I'm saying? Because they both got the option. Hey, I ain't got to listen to shit you saying. I could just come try to take it.
Yeah, I'll be on all the smoke with that too.
Yeah.
Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments for that one. Now, here, now, as men, this is, I will give you, give me the broad answer first, then give me your personal opinion. Do you think, as men in general, and it's not about race, whether black, white,
I don't think it should be about men.
Mexican.
I think it should be about everybody.
I'm saying men for me because that's what I can really speak to. I can't speak for a woman's perspective. I can't speak for a child's perspective. I can't.
But that don't mean you can't speak on them taking responsibility and accountability.
I can, but well, that's why I'm gonna say personally is going. Okay, you can give your overall and then personal response. Do you think we are accountable and responsible enough as people.
As people, no. In general, people, men and women, no.
Why you say so?
Because it's
and then, okay, why you say so and then give like at least 2 examples?
Because it's always somebody else's fault.
Yes.
Let a woman tell it, it's a man's fault. Let a man tell it, it's a woman's fault. It's just that simple.
Okay.
There ain't nobody accountable or responsible for shit.
Everybody let everything go to the wayside.
Yeah. A good prominent example is the baby father and the baby mother situation. Both of y'all played a part in that shit. It can't just be the man's fault, and it can't just be the woman's fault. It's both of y'all motherfucking fault.
That's true. I can get that one there.
But somehow, some way, the only conversation we having is that's why I said it should be all people. Because every time we had a conversation, it's men.
So
men. Like that, but the other side don't play a part at all. At all.
I don't think
even men, you even got men saying that it's men's fault. And I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, where's the other side of that accountability? That was 2 people. He didn't inseminate an artificial womb. And unless
it might be,
and I always say this, and unless he ravished, took advantage, physically took the box, then it was 2 people. Y'all both consented to that shit. It can't just be one party fault if both of y'all had sex. Don't let him fuck if he ain't wearing a condom. If you don't want him to wear a condom, you wear a condom.
Oh yeah. So that's what I would say to that, and that was a good example. I feel like in that particular situation, the reason why it's spoken upon with the men more than it is the women is because the men is supposed to lead. The man is supposed to have the right head and mind frame and going about things correctly. Now,
hold on, wait. That is true. I'm not discouraging that. Is it not a woman's responsibility to choose a man that's doing that?
Kind of caveat, play devil's advocate.
No. You can't play. See, that's what I'm saying.
I can't.
You taking accountability away from them.
I'm not taking accountability away from them.
So they don't have a choice.
They do, and I'm gonna say that they do. But also, there's not niggas out here lying out every day about who they are.
Is women not lying about who they are?
They are.
Okay then. But that's what I'm saying. Why you keep?
Because for me,
I'll drag it this way, so it's in the middle, and you'll just push it back this way.
Because this is my personal response. As a man,
yeah.
I feel like we have and hold a little bit more responsibility and accountability than our counterpart.
Why is that? I thought we was equal.
Nope. Now.
Oh, so we not equal. So there we go.
Let me break it down. So I'm saying the reason why I say that is because now if you are into religion, right? This is gonna pose a little bit into religion. If you're into religion as myself, the first human being created was Adam, a man, right? Now follow me. Just get let me cook.
I'm listening.
Right? The first human being that was created was Adam. God saying that it was not good to leave man alone, put him to sleep, took out his rib, created Eve, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, once they get to the forbidden fruit, who bit it first? If you know.
According to the Bible, Eve.
Eve. Did anything happen to her?
I'm not sure.
I got you. I'm gonna answer. No. The answer to that is no. Nothing happened to Eve once she bit the whatever it was, her forbidden fruit first. Nothing. Mm-hmm. She was good. Now, if you keep reading, after that, she bring it to her spouse and said, "Hey, this is good. This that fruit he told us not to eat. You bite it." Now, if you know, I'm gonna ask you, and then I'm gonna let y'all take a few seconds to answer. What happened after Adam ate it?
They was kicked out, right?
Bingo. Yeah. So there was only a consequence after the man ate it.
Oh, so God gave woman no responsibility.
No,
it's a God-given right.
It's not that he gave him no responsibility. He gave more authority, and he gave more. He was with man first.
So men and women aren't equal.
I'm not saying they're not equal. I'm saying
I'm saying based on the religious men and women aren't equal.
It's not that they're not equal. It's just man was first. The woman came from
that. Don't mean it can't be equal.
So also let me say this as well. And I believe in equality for women. There's nothing wrong with that. But I 100% believe a man should leave a household. Now, that goes into that as well. But also now, what I'm saying is, when we look at the story and we see that he pulled Eve from Adam. So she didn't get a complete vessel. She didn't get a complete body of her own. She was created from somebody. Mm-hmm. So she was, a piece of him was pulled and created her. He was created by alone, with the dust. So that's why I feel personally that a man has more responsibility and accountability over his head, because he is a man, and as a man should be, of course, taking care of their family, providing, protecting, leading, teaching. A man should be doing all these things. A man should.
I agree.
Like.
But my question is, so what responsibilities do women have?
Women have, I would say,
according to, because we going with this religion thing.
Not necessarily religion. I'm
asking because you just listed off all the things.
So I would say
in that context, in that context, what is a woman supposed to do?
Based off of that,
yeah.
Again, our curse for eating the fruit was we had to till the land, we had to work. Mm-hmm. Right? The woman's curse was that she would have to bear children. Mm-hmm. So it's not where, mind you, if you look there,
you didn't name any of the responsibilities of the woman. You named them for the men.
Yeah, the men had to work. The woman had to.
No, I'm talking about the ones before that: lead, teach, provide. What is the woman's part?
No, so a man is going to do all these things for the woman, and of course, guess what the woman going to do? Mm-hmm. Do the same things for the children.
Okay. No, I was just asking so you can complete.
I got it. Hey,
I was saying so you can complete, because you listed what we were supposed to do, and then just skipped on to the next.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Us. That's why I say, and this is again my personal opinion. That's why I say us as men, we can be upset with the woman, but we also gotta be a little bit more upset with us, because if we did everything we were supposed to do, lead, teach, protect, provide.
So was he not doing that when she ate the apple? Do she not have her own? She don't have any free reign of herself. So you saying?
No, I'm not saying she don't have a free reign, but it's a thing that I've always was curious.
So she don't have no accountability for eating the apple.
No, she do got accountability, but she only got it after he did. If you read it, she did not get in trouble after she ate it.
Yeah, so she wasn't held accountable.
Because she was.
She wasn't.
After he ate it.
So she wasn't held accountable.
She was.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah. Dang.
Why do he? No. Answer.
Okay, I'm gonna
answer this.
I got you.
Why does she only get consequences after he ate it? If she has accountability for herself, why did she not get consequences until he ate that?
Okay, I got you.
So hold on, wait.
What?
In this scenario, the Bible, because I'm not a religious person, I don't give a shit about that shit. She was taken from the man. Mm-hmm. She get no accountability until the man do something. So she not her own person. She don't have no free reign. She don't have no accountability. She don't have no responsibilities. It's all on the man.
I got you.
So when she ate the apple, nothing happened. No accountability. You did nothing wrong. God told you not to eat this fruit, but you ate it. No problem. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Wait until the man eat it. Now you get
I got you. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Explain that.
So what I'm not saying she has no accountability. She has no responsibility.
No, that's exactly what you're saying.
She does.
Well, no, that's exactly what the Bible is saying.
No, she does, and that's why she also gets a consequence. Because if she had no,
let me cook. No. Hold on, wait. The timer ain't go off yet. Hold on, wait.
You would.
if she had accountability and responsibility for herself, God would have punished her for eating the fruit. The same way, hold on, wait. The same way if I go do some shit, I'm gonna get in trouble. Mm-hmm. The same way when she went and did that shit, she should have gotten in trouble.
I got you. Now you let me.
The individual that ate the apple first, her.
Let me cook.
Her alone. Adam wasn't there saying, "Hey, eat the apple."
Let me.
She ate the apple.
Let me cook. I got you.
And nothing happened to her. So
I got you. So
that means she had no responsibility.
Again, this is kind of picking on the same thing I said earlier, right? The reason why I personally feel like she didn't directly, immediately by herself get in trouble is because it was already established she was the weaker vessel. So hold on. Let me finish.
So they weren't equal.
I've already said that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So they not equal.
I'm not saying women are not equal to men. I'm saying
I ain't saying responsibility. I'm talking about
we have a higher standard. We have a higher standard of accountability and responsibility that should be on the head of the household, which is a man. Period.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, as I'm saying this, again, I want to note two things, right? Yes, number one, she has accountability and responsibility for herself, but we also cannot forget she's a weaker vessel. Two.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, weaker vessel. Yeah. So I got you. Now it's gonna go into number two, right? Mm-hmm. As you see, if you follow the story, if you read it, of course, you can see the serpent did not go directly to the man, the stronger vessel. He went to the weaker vessel. That is why I feel personally she didn't get a 100% cut off then, is because at this point God got common sense. And she was the weaker vessel. He created her this way, right? And then here the consequence came after, because at this point the head of the household has came down and collapsed. If that makes sense to you. Now, this is what I would say. This is my personal opinion of it. I feel like men do have a higher responsibility and higher accountability over themselves. Period. Now, the man should govern himself more harshly, I feel, than anybody else or the other party, simply because we got to get back to being men. Number one. Now, of course, number two, I 100% agree with you that there is accountability and responsibility on the woman's side as well. Yes, 100%. Granted, again, that go by both of them got consequences, not just one. So yes, I feel like women should be accountable and responsible of themselves. But I'm gonna be keeping it a buck. It's a lot more niggas I see doing wrong than these women out here. If you look at even,
what do you consider doing wrong?
Okay, not pursuing their purpose. Not finding out their purpose, have no drive, have no ambition, ain't hungry for nothing, ain't progressing in a upward manner, just kind of stagnant. Like, and I feel like you can't be a successful man if you're not walking in your purpose, if you're not pursuing your destiny, if you're not trying to move forward and up. And the reason why I say this is because
move forward and up where?
In life, period.
You know, capitalism wasn't always a thing.
No. At
one point in time, life was, hey, I got my land, go hunt some animals, I got my woman. It wasn't no moving up.
I got a good example for you. Before he got the land, he had to get it, right? Once he got 9
times out of 10, his family gave him that land.
Yeah, well, so this
he was born with that land.
This is what I would say, and I've been to a forum recently where a dude was explaining all this stuff to us. It was a white dude, but he was explaining like, yeah, my mama gave me this, but he had to build a house on it. Yeah. So it was given to him, but he got to work this land and get something out of it. So the man, that's in my mind, that's moving up. So he got a land, but he just didn't leave it at the land and say, oh, I'm gonna sleep outside.
I wouldn't say that's moving up. That's just
that's
doing what you gotta do.
Because guess what? You could have just left the land. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of men that I see,
I'm gonna build a house and live there.
Thank you. But a lot of men I see nowadays just leave the land bare. Don't do shit with it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not move. It should be stepping stones and blocks for you moving. All right, just like us. Okay. All right. First grade, second grade. First grade.
That don't make sense.
It do, because you're progressing throughout the educational system. You're not staying stagnant.
So what about the people that skip grades?
That even better. You doing real good. You don't get that one?
No.
I'm saying basically
because that's like a level system. That's like saying getting older is progressing. Nigga, I'm just gonna get older.
Yeah, in a sense, that is actually.
Well, no.
Remember,
hold on, wait, no.
They told us
doing
won't make it out 15, 20.
Doing in school, you actually got to do work to move on to the next grade. That's not a good comparison.
But to speak on that age one though, I feel like in my mind, even getting older is progressing. The reason why I say that because I was told that part of my life I wouldn't make it to 12. 15.
Well, that's because of outside circumstances.
25.
You was gonna make it there.
No.
Unless you had a disease.
I know. I could have been murdered though. I could have not.
Outside circumstances.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like these things.
Nigga, how is being murdered not an outside circumstance?
No. I'm not saying it's not an outside circumstance, but I'm saying that plays a part. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like I should be hitting these milestones. I need to be progressing.
What's the difference from just dropping dead though?
What do you mean?
Because you said you was told you wouldn't make it past a certain age, and I said that's outside circumstances. What's the difference from just dropping dead? Because you speaking to like aging is progressing.
Yeah, because I'm getting wisdom,
you wouldn't.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
All these things come with age as well. I'm saying basically that I feel like as men we should not. And I guess this is me being transparent. I have been in situations and had to hold myself accountable for me being stagnant as well. Okay. So let me expound, right?
Is progression only based on money? Can you not progress mentally, physically?
That's what I'm saying. You can. I'm saying it's not about. I just don't want. And what I see a lot is us just stay here, and not. None of mentally, no. Emotionally, we don't grow. Physically, we not growing. It's just like, and I've been somebody that done it as well, but I had to break past my barrier. And again, that's what I talked about earlier. Putting my pride down. It's just not about the money. It's about just like we hear all these stories like of success. Like we did have to take 2 steps back, but we got 10 steps ahead on the back end. Mm-hmm. So I would say. And that's why I personally feel like, as men, yes, we're not going to sit here and I'm not going to play like women don't have accountability and responsibility. They do. But I feel like we, as men, need to do better about being accountable of ourselves and more responsible. So that way, if we do better, they going to be forced to do better.
Not exactly.
I feel like it is. So let me give an example. So I've been with a woman. I mean, this is hypothetical, right? And I am. She basically, let's say the woman never had a good man, right? And now this is not hypothetical because I've been with a woman that ain't have a good man. And I'm the first good man.
Sound like she suck at choosing men.
Now, hold on.
Not every man you had wasn't.
Hold on. Let me. Not every man, but it's stories out there like that though. And I'm being a good man to this woman. She gonna have to rise up and be a good woman at this point because the energy that I'm bringing to her is no longer on the level that she is used to.
I've been in a similar situation.
Okay.
Going out, have fun, have a good time, be safe. Let me know when you get home. How you doing? All the stuff, good stuff. I ain't degrading you or nothing like that. She ain't like it.
Yeah, so it's okay.
So hold on, wait. If me being better and me progressing was gonna change her, wouldn't she have like?
No, I'm not saying it's going to change her. It would force her to change. But now, if it don't, I got one for that too. If it don't, I just said those men was at stagnant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and it's women that are stagnant as well. But I'm saying, I feel like as far as the accountability and responsibility piece, we share more of that. If we're gonna split up 100%, we get 60, they get 40.
that just sounds like men and women are equal to me.
Not
That,
necessarily.
if
not equal,
I have more responsibility and I have more accountability, that means I'm more than you.
So let me ask you this then. What do you need to be equal for?
I don't need to be equal. They want to be equal.
I have sat
They
down.
fought for it.
I have sat down and had conversations with women, right? A lot of them.
No, I'm not saying I don't think they should be. I'm probably the only one that is seeing that wants a equality for what it actually is. If you want equality, then be equal. You can't have equality here and not here. Equality can't be situational.
I get what you're saying.
It's
Now,
equal all across the board. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to take responsibility or take accountability or take.
basically trying to make sure it's you have it across the board.
Yeah, like if you want
this here, don't forget about over here.
Exactly.
But I also,
I'm like, because I agree with everything you're saying that men should hold more, be more. Men should do a lot more.
I think that will help us.
But I don't think the thing you realizing, and I would have to go back and do my research,
Okay.
because this is shit I got from YouTube, you know, Kevin Samuel shit like that, where it's like, because I don't want to say it because I don't want to be wrong, but this is the only, because I haven't done the actual research myself.
Don't take this in under consideration.
These are
don't
his,
weigh it on his heart.
This is a summary of his words, I guess. But basically, like, they was
you want to have the benefits of being equal, but you don't want to have the responsibility of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Where it's like, I don't know. I do think they should have fought for like equal wages. They should be paid the same and shit like that. But I don't know. It's complicated. Because then you got like welfare and like Section 8 and shit like government implemented things that did things that people don't like to acknowledge. Yeah, so it's like
that's what I'm about to say.
That's why I be saying when I be like, yeah, men should take accountability, but this is a statistic that he said where it was like, before all that welfare and that government shit, we, as in our people, was married. Yeah. We had successful.
It was higher rates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once
we learned to work it out and talk about it in a household and not divorce.
Compromise.
So yeah.
Once the other shit was implemented, where it was like,
and I hate no more. It was a choice, and she had an option.
Yeah, where it was like,
well, you don't want to take care of me. The government will.
Not necessarily they don't want to, but it was like, I don't have.
You don't want to do right or mind what.
Not necessarily that, because they were still with us. Okay. When we was doing that.
Well, I'm gonna let you blame. So I can bring this out, so I can.
It kind of became, oh, I don't have to deal with you. You implement all the shit you talking about, leading, respond. You implementing, and I hate to use this word, but I can't think of another word. You implementing discipline and structure, like you said we should. I don't want to deal with that. I've been told I can be free. I'm liberated. I can do all. I don't need you.
Before you even made that statement, I was gonna say something about that. Now, the women's fighting for their rights.
No, yeah.
This is my personal opinion.
And that was started by a white woman.
That's what I was gonna say. That was an agenda.
That I've been trying to say this shit the whole time. Finally.
So that was that was a strategic agenda.
Yes.
And they had
put us against each other. Yes. Thank you.
They had that whole. They had
a psyop. It was a.
They had.
No, we had cities, we had towns, we had banks, we had doctors, we had this shit.
We still do now. We
not to an extent.
Not to the extent we had it now.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm saying. Also, I also feel like, and this is my opinion, in those situations.
Hold on, wait, because I know where you're going. What the hell is a man supposed to do if she don't? What am I supposed to do?
I got you.
Yeah.
So for this, that's kind of like, I'm gonna use myself for example, a hypothetical situation for this one. Let's say my wife wanted to leave me, right?
Yeah.
What you think? My first response is gonna be, why? If she does, she would have to come back with a real reason.
My question is, what if she don't? What if she just don't want to be with you anymore?
Why?
She don't need a reason.
So
that is her reason. I don't want to.
Well, why?
I don't want to.
That don't make sense. So what I'm saying is,
I know it don't make sense, but that can literally be the reason.
So what I'm saying from my experience, when it's something that always happens like that, if you really pull back the layers, you'll find out why. And that's I'm gonna get.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's not a reason why. I'm saying, what if that was, because it's a hypothetical. You said why, and her response, I just don't want to. Then what? What do you? That's the question I'm asking. What are you supposed to do if she just want to leave? You can't force her to stay.
I can't, but also the good thing is, and kind of, I see what you're saying there, but also the good thing is, being a sound-minded man, I'm going to have a woman that is intellectually inclined as well to have a conversation. Yeah. Not just to give me no. That's kind of like a.
The reason I said that is because that shit happened.
That's kind of like a middle school response. That's what I'm saying. That woman may have some trauma in her life, so it's something there. Because that's a middle school response to tell me, because I don't want to. Just to wake up out of the blue, we've been married for 10, 20 years. It's a reason behind there.
Yeah, it is.
You got that, but as a man, you got to do the work. You
okay,
have
so
to do the work.
What happens when you do the work, and she still want to leave?
And at that point, it's fine for her to go, because you've done everything that you were supposed to do as a man. You have went to all the extents that you were supposed to do. It's not just where you just gave up, you just threw your hands up. No, you have done your due diligence of figuring out the reason behind this, and then at that point she can go.
All right, so is he still responsible for being a better leader? He got a failed marriage now. Is that his fault now?
Is he responsible for being a better leader?
Is he responsible for the marriage failing? We just went through the scenario. She said she didn't know. She didn't know.
So,
he did the work, peeled it back, found out why, and she still left. Now what?
That answer has already been answered in the statement I mentioned. He already did his work, so he's not responsible for the marriage failing, because if he would have done the work, yes, he did the work. So it's not like, oh, he just walked.
But she still left.
But he did no. So I understand she left. That's fine. But it's not where he did not do any work to figure out why, or try to mend it, or try to fix it. It's only he only will get and be held with 100% responsibility if he did nothing. If you did everything you're supposed to do,
so she's not responsible for wanting to break it up. What if she didn't have a valid reason?
And he did all the work, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's not left with no responsibility. She has a responsibility as well. Yeah. Now she don't have to deal with her trauma by herself. Now she ain't gonna have a support system. But he did everything he was supposed to. Now the reason why, again, I want to reiterate the reason why I feel like he should do the work, or any man should do the work in that type of situation, is simply because you're dealing with a weaker vessel. Not to put women down, but just to be realistic.
They not gonna like this.
I think real women will understand what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, of course. We're not dealing with many women.
Let me retract that statement. Not a real woman.
This is going on the internet, my boy.
Not a real woman, a grown woman. A grown woman is mature. She understands. She comprehends.
Yeah.
Hey, come on now. I
know.
So I'm saying
I'm just playing the game.
That's why, again, I feel like all parties, of course, should have accountability and responsibility. But I feel like we got a little more. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. Here, it's episode 30.
Damn, there's a booger in there. Can y'all see it?
No, you can't see it. We coming to you every week. Now, we definitely got to do some, almost at 50.
20 more.
We appreciate y'all, man. And like always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Y'all been actually been doing really good. Our numbers been going up. So
shoot, send us $1 to the Average Joe Cash App. Donations. Gifts. Cash apps.
We're soon to get the merchandise up and running, get everything situated so we can put it out, and of course you guys can get some gear from us, designed by us. Just stay tuned.
Also, if you watching, give us something to talk about.
That's true too.
And even if you just come across it, you hear a little bit, you want to hear our opinion on something, you want us to talk about something, you want an episode dedicated to something, you might gotta pay. But let us know. We'll give. Do you like our opinions, our thoughts, and if so, we'll talk about.
Even further, if you are in the 7 cities and want to be featured, definitely DM us and we'll
please DM the Average Joe podcast page and not me personally.
Yeah,
because I can't make the decision alone. I got a lot of people that hit me up and be like, bro, I want to be on. I want to be on.
Well,
it's not my own. It's not just my thing. I can't bring you on for nothing. You gotta have something to talk about. You know,
we definitely willing to collaborate. Almost anybody.
Yeah, I ain't saying no. I'm just saying have something to talk about. Well, don't just want to be up here
looking like this. But on that note, y'all, we out.